Warning: the following content may contain spoilers for film and television programs. It is also intended for mature audiences. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
I like some of what the cast in Ocean's 8 looks pretty cool, but yeah.
I haven't really checked out like the full cast lineup, so
I know like Mindy Kaling is going to be in it, which is cool.
Really?
She needs to be in more stuff. I don't know. It could be cool.
Fingers crossed. Oh shit! I don't even know what episode this is. So
85.
85. No, it's going to be 86 because you guys recorded 85.
I thought we did 84.
You did 85.
I think I wrote it down as 84.
You did, but that's okay.
Okay.
Whenever I published it, I made it 85. So
Okay.
yeah. Ahoy, all of you flick freaks out there! What is going on? My name is Andrew, joined as always by the Radish Ravinator Mike Boykin.
Well, it's been a while.
It's been a while, but you were here last week.
I was here
not.
last week, so yeah.
And I greatly appreciate you doing that.
Paya.
This is going to be episode 86 of the Flick Freak Podcast, your number one stop for all things film, television, video games, news, facts, and opinions. Yeah, I was out of town last week for that podcast.
Hanging out with not Akasan.
Not Akasan. I was there with Tyrone Magnus. We had a jolly good time. We got a bunch of subscribers for the channel after that visit. Yeah, we got over 2,000 new subscribers while I was gone. So actually, it was because of last week's podcast. They all came, even though not 2,000 people have seen that podcast yet. They just heard about it. They just heard about it, and they're like, "Well, we're going to subscribe."
Well, neat.
Yeah, so we're going to start off this podcast as we always do with the Flick Freaks file, and we're going to talk about Sausage Party. Or I could talk about Pete's Dragon. We went and saw both of those.
Whichever you have the most animated opinions on.
Let's see. I'll just say this. I'll talk about Sausage Party because I think that's more inclined to our demographic.
Yep.
But Pete's Dragon, surprisingly really good.
Yeah?
Like, did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Did you cry just a little bit?
Multiple times.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
right.
I know. That's why I was like surprisingly like, man, this hit me on an emotional
Get
level.
some of that Disney fairy dust in your eyes.
Exactly. But we'll talk about Sausage Party, which is one of the most vulgar and lewd movies I have ever seen.
Did you cry?
Did not cry.
No.
I squirmed to the point where I'll hear. This isn't a spoiler really because everybody's talking about it. There's a food orgy in the movie.
Oh no.
And it gets to the point where it's uncomfortable to watch.
Oh god.
Like, because it goes on for I think 6 minutes.
Jesus.
And you know the puppet sex scene in Team America?
Yes.
How that kind of went on long.
Yeah, but that was like, yeah.
It went on like way longer than that.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm sitting there, reviewing with Aaron from Sif Pop, which, did I tell you that? I'm a full-time member at Sif Pop now. I'm a full-time member of their podcast.
Yeah, you're just got hands in every pie.
I try.
Try not to think of that in context of Sausage Party.
Yeah. Man, there was a pie. So, but yeah, the movie...
Got that 1,000-yard Sausage Party stare.
If you're a fan of Seth Rogen and gang style of humor, which I don't know, Mike, if you are or not. So yeah, this movie is definitely not going to be for you then because
I'd probably be like, oh god.
They turn it up to 11.
Yeah.
Is that why whenever I said that it's in the group message, I said that this movie's really funny, you said, I'll just take your word for it?
Yeah, I will just... Okay. Your opinion is the one we'll go with.
All right. So yeah, But actually, it's funny because they kind of take a Mike Judge style to it where it is, toilet humor,
Yeah.
But there's actually something really smart there.
Some, like, real social commentary.
Exactly. And, like, they kind of hit the nail on the head with a bunch of stuff. Like the way we view religion and the way religion impacts our actions and stuff.
Wow.
And then... they turn on the disgusting food orgy, and then the vulgarity is there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really take away from the message, but it overshadows it.
Sure.
So
I mean, with Beavis and Butthead, it's the same thing. No one quotes the profound lines from there.
Just I'm Corn Julio.
Yeah, TP for my bunghole.
Yes.
That's all we hear about.
So yeah, if you're a fan of Seth Rogen and gang's style of comedy, They do a really good job here. It's a really fun movie. And if you're like Mike and it's not, then yeah, you're definitely not going to like it.
It's for certain people.
Yeah. All right. So, everybody, we got a store. If you head over to shop.spreadshirt.com/flickfreaks, you're going to find out that we got t-shirts, coffee mugs, phone, tablet cases, all the great paraphernalia you could ever ask for. We just added a bunch of new shirts on there for your wearing pleasures. Now it's time for Freak Leaks, the news segment of the podcast. First up, Rihanna and Anne Hathaway are joining the cast of Ocean's 8. I guess we're losing people on that team now.
Are we?
Oh, it was Ocean's 11.
Oh,
then it was
I
Ocean's
see.
12.
Ocean's
now
12,
it's Ocean's
13.
8.
We experienced some personnel changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know Bernie Mac died, so they can't really help that.
Yeah, it's gonna go down to 12 anyway. But there's not. This is the sort of the new Hollywood trend of gender swapping. So.
Oh, is this going to be an all-female?
It's not. It's not all female. It's like
female dominant.
Yeah, it's a lot
interesting.
female. It's female led.
I haven't I know you checked earlier, so I don't know. Is Julia Roberts going to be in this one?
I know that she has. It's looked like she will be involved.
Okay.
But I'm not sure right now. I'm actually vamping slightly because I'm trying to find the news because I read last week. Mindy Kaling and someone else.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So while I can help vamp, I love the Ocean franchise, dude, especially 1 or 11 and 12.
Yeah.
Man, they were really good.
I actually surprisingly really liked 12, which a lot of people think is kind of the slower one, but I like how much time it just spent with like nothing character scenes in there. Like the scene of like, George Clooney and Brad Pitt's character just like they were just like eating.
Was it where they're watching Oprah and they're crying?
No.
Okay.
They were waiting on the train, and that was where like Brad Pitt was like, I think I'm getting this tattoo removed. That might have been 13. I don't know.
I know what you're talking because is that Cronenberg who makes those? No, it's not Cronenberg. It's because he makes those weird ass movies. Who am I thinking of? But anyway, the guy who's like really involved in all of those, he has this way of finding good actors that have chemistry with each other. Yeah. And Brad Pitt and George Clooney, dude, you've seen them in stuff like Burn After Reading and this Ocean series. They're great together. They're really good.
I would watch a movie that was only the two of them in a room for 3 hours. I would love that.
Yeah, it'd be great. Matt Damon's awesome in those as well.
So it looks like what we have for the cast of Ocean's 8 right now.
Okay.
Rihanna, Mindy Kaling, Helena Bonham Carter. Rapper Aquafina. She's actually pretty good. She has a really dumb name. It's AWKWA.
Like,
Aquafina.
Like Aquafina.
The water.
Yeah, the water.
I don't know. But she's actually pretty good. Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
Cate Blanchett. Like it's a pretty strong cast. Yeah.
That's stacked up.
So I guess it's supposed to be a spin-off. Which is interesting. I wasn't sure if this was going to be like a reboot or something like that, or a continuation somehow. Mm-hmm. But who knows?
All right. Well, I'll probably go out and check it because, like I said, I'm always a huge fan of heist movies.
Yeah.
But
it's a strong cast.
Yeah.
I keep an eye on it.
Speaking of female cast, since Ghostbusters was a financial flop, it did terrible at the box office and did not make its money back. Sony is eyeing the idea of an animated film next.
Well, yeah, they need to hop on that animated train.
Yeah.
I know Ghostbusters made 100 and some odd million, but that still comes out to being a flop based on their budget.
Yes, they are $70 million below their budget right now.
Yeah, because they sunk, I think,
$500 million.
I think a lot
400 million.
I believe a lot of their budget was like advertising,
which did not pay off.
No, it sure as shit didn't. They were trying really hard to combat the shitstorm surrounding it, and that did not work out.
Yeah. Which, I don't know if you've seen it yet. I didn't think Ghostbusters was terrible. I actually kind of liked it.
Well, that's the thing is, like, by all accounts, it looks like it's like a 7, you know?
That I gave it a 7.
Yeah, like, it looks like it's probably fine. It's certainly not worth the shit that people... Like, it's not It doesn't transcend any boundaries. It's not amazing. It's not going to change the world. It's just a funny movie.
Yeah.
Which sucks definitely for people who really love the original Ghostbusters. But I think that by it being a remake that is so different from the original, it distinguishes enough that it's not gonna. I don't feel like that will replace by any means the original Ghostbusters position in Pop Culture Hall of Fame.
No. It's actually kind of a, yin-yang of things, how the original Ghostbusters had a very low budget and it went on to make buku bucks.
Yes.
They spent buku bucks on this one and they didn't make anything.
Yeah, there's many lessons to be learned here.
Yes. Speaking of reboots, Jason Momoa is being looked at to be cast in the reboot of The Crow.
Jason Momoa is becoming my new Idris Elba. Just Jason Momoa as, sure.
Really?
Don't care. I would love to see him do it.
Because I'm still on the Elba train for that one.
Oh, I mean, always Elba, always Momoa.
Always Elba, always Momoa.
I don't know if I can handle them both at the same time.
Whoa, man, what would that movie be like?
Fucking amazing.
It's just called Mamelba.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm in for anything he does. I'm so interested in how Aquaman's gonna go. Like, do you remember that Conan the Barbarian movie with him in it?
Yeah,
sucked.
Yeah,
but one good thing about it, Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
dude rocked Conan.
So, what was I gonna say? Zach, who runs our Twitter page, is a huge fan of the movie The Crow with Jason Lee in it. Did you ever watch the original Crow?
No.
Okay. Fun fact: Bruce Lee's son is the Crow.
Oh, I knew that.
Yes, and not so fun fact, he died on set.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so
that I did.
Let's hope that this doesn't happen to this Jason. But no, it was Brandon Lee. It was Brandon Lee, not Jason Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
My bad.
I'm scared now.
But yeah, so Jason Momoa is the Crow. Interesting. He kind of has. Does he wear makeup, or his eyelashes automatically just that dark?
Dude, I don't know. He just has a very angular face.
Yeah.
And he does tend to wear eyeliner.
Yeah.
As Aquaman, he does. As Khal Drogo, he does. I mean,
I think he's going to do a really good job with Aquaman. Or I hope he does anyway.
Yeah.
Because I've been reading a lot of the Justice League recently, because normally I just read Batman and Dr. Fate, but I've been catching up on Justice League. Aquaman, I don't know what they decided, but he's awesome all of a sudden in the comic books.
He should be.
Yeah.
I don't know why like everyone thinks he's so lame. He does have kind of lame powers, but still, you should be able to do some awesome shit with that.
And they finally figured that out in the comic books.
Good.
So, yeah, I'm all about that. Finally, probably for me anyway, the most exciting news of the week. David Fincher is being eyed to direct World War Z 2.
Okay.
I am so on board with this because whenever Fincher and Brad Pitt get together, we get movies like Seven and Fight Club. So,
well, that's true. And like World War Z ended up being like pretty good.
I know a lot of people didn't. I like that movie.
Do you know what? I ended up reading the book, and I like it took me like a few weeks after reading the book to go like, I liked the movie more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, the book is a series of vignettes. It's a lot of skipping from person to person throughout the world, looking at this overarching view of the zombie, and it's like, I don't know. I guess that's interesting for many people, but I liked that World War Z was unrelated to the books, just a pretty good zombie movie with some really cool visual spectacle. Yeah. And I ended up appreciating that way more than the book.
Yeah.
So
I had the mental capacity, it turns out a lot of people didn't, to be able to separate the book and the movie and say they're two completely different things. They just shared the name.
Yeah.
And because really they are totally different things. So many people out there are like, the book is nothing like the movie. I'm like, yeah, I know. Just appreciate the movie for what it is.
Yes.
And I always have liked, and I'd never seen the hive mind swarm zombies, that we got in the movie.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of slow, stumbling like walkers like you see in The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as terrifying. Like, was it what was the movie? Was it Dawn of the Dead, the remake, where they were in the mall?
Yes.
And was that the first like running zombies that we'd seen?
It was between that one and 48 Days Later.
Yeah.
That we got running zombies for the first time. And but definitely I think that was the thing when you watch Dawn of the Dead, the remake, oh shit, they're running.
Yeah.
Like that's not supposed to happen.
And that was way more terrifying.
Yes.
And then in World War Z, you had that hive mind, like that ant colony just stumbling over. That was creepy as fuck.
Yes. And yeah, they really nailed the look and feel of the zombies in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think because of kind of the it's based on a book, it gets a little bit of shit for that.
Yeah.
So we can't really appreciate what it does well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for World War Z 2. And I wonder if David Fincher is going to have his composer composing.
Oh, yeah. That'd be really interesting as well.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't Hans Zimmer who did...
No. Oh, shit. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream. You
yeah. Oh, that's Clint Mansell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's move on now to trailer talk. We are blasting through this podcast.
There's two of us, and there's not a Jareth here to derail us every 5 seconds.
Yeah, because we're halfway done, and we're 16 minutes in.
I mean, it can be shorter or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see.
We're going to move on now to trailer talk. Big trailer of the week. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I was
monstrous trailer.
Yeah, I was just smiling from ear to ear the whole time.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Vader.
Yeah.
Vader.
Oh my God. There's so much that it's delivering on here that Star Wars has needed for so long.
Thanks, Disney.
Yeah. Man. Forrest Whitaker, which was surprising to me, is in this.
Yeah.
Apparently he's playing a character that was in Clone Wars and Rebels.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Or it's just Clone Wars. I might be getting that wrong. I didn't watch Clone Wars as much as I watched as I have watched Rebels.
I've seen one episode of both. So, and I know you were a huge advocate for Rebels.
I am.
So.
I am. It's very good. Stick with it.
All right. But so many things to process in this. So Alan Tudyk was a droid. We kind of knew that. Didn't know he was going to be a giant, pretty much.
He's the tall dude?
Yeah, he's the tall. That's Alan
awesome.
Tudyk, yeah. And then we have Donnie Yen, Ip Man, for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He looked awesome in this as the blind staff wielder. Probably the thing I'm super...
Yeah, I lost my shit. I was like, he's not a Jedi, but he's such a badass.
Yeah.
You can have badass Star Wars without Jedi, guys. You can do it.
I'm super stoked to know more about Forrest Whitaker's character.
Yeah.
Because it's honestly been a while since we've seen Forrest in something like amazing. Honestly, I think a really good movie he was in was Last King of Scotland. And that movie came out forever ago.
It was like 14 years ago.
Yeah, I know. But can you really think of a movie that just stands out like, man, that's when Forrest Whitaker knew what he was doing?
The last sort of sterling portrayal of Forrest Whitaker I've seen was the Key and Peele sketch with the baby Forrest Whitaker. I want milk.
Oh, man, I miss Key and Peele already.
I love those guys. Yeah, dude, I was just watching this and I was like, why? I want a Star Wars every year. Like, if they're always going to be like this, I mean, oh, man.
Yeah. Gareth Edwards is going to be directing this one. He gave us the new Godzilla movie, which was super good. He also gave us Monsters, which was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I like about his movies is he's able to take a sci-fi background, but put a really personal human story in there.
I think that's one of the more striking things about the trailer is the personal element to everything, and how kind of you're just like immediately invested in the characters. And there's also a sense of scale juxtaposed against that, so you have those characters, and then when you see the Death Star getting put together,
I got chills.
I know, man. And then
for those of you who don't know, this is a prequel to Before A New Hope. So it's the Boffins stealing.
Many Boffins died.
Which that girl, that lady, she's in the trailer. Did you see
Mon
her?
Mothma, yeah.
Yeah. Is that her name?
Mon Mothma. Yeah.
All right. The only other woman in the galaxy.
Yeah, besides
Leia.
slave Twi'leks, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks, Force Awakens, for opening that up a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. I have watched the trailer one time, and I know I've already forgotten things about it, and like I like that. I'm doing the same thing that I did with Force Awakens, where like I watched 2 trailers for that.
I got you.
I stepped the fuck back. I know I'm gonna watch this. I don't want anything else revealed to me. I don't want to set any more expectations. I'm really interested in what this is going to do.
The point of a trailer is to sell you on a movie. They've already sold you, so you don't need to see anything else.
Yes, and I was not immediately sold on Rogue One.
I'm right there with you. I am after this though.
But seeing, just seeing what they have going for this, I'm so stoked.
Yeah. I wish I had your willpower to say nope. I've seen enough. I have to see everything.
You're also kind of in the business of seeing that stuff and reacting to it.
Technically, yes, but even if I wasn't, I'd still be seeing everything.
Yeah.
So that's just me, though. Next up, we have the trailer. It's a teaser trailer. We're going to get the actual full trailer on the 16th, but Arrival, the new Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, and we also get Forrest Whitaker again.
Oh. He's back.
He's back again. He loves them aliens.
You were just saying, what's something Forrest Whitaker's been in? And I was like, I just
Battlefield
saw him.
Earth?
No, I was like, I just saw him in something. It was this.
Oh, yeah.
It was this trailer. And I was like, man, yeah, he looked really good in that. Yeah. That looks very good. That looks like some truly good sci-fi, the likes of which reminds me of like Close Encounters. Or like I'm reading like a lot of classic sci-fi right now, like Ursula Le Guin and stuff like that. And this reminds me of that, really focusing on the psychological element of encountering new species.
Mm-hmm.
This looks really good.
Yeah, I'm on board. For those of you who don't know, this is going to be directed by Denis Villeneuve. He gave us Enemy, which was the Jake Gyllenhaal movie, and he also gave us the other Jake Gyllenhaal movie, Prisoners, which I gave a 10 out of 10 to. It's one of the few movies I've given that score to. Oh wait, no, I have given a 10 out of 10 since then for Whiplash. I gave that a 10 out of 10. Yep. But before that, no, I haven't given in a long time a 10 out of 10. But this looks great.
Yeah, it does.
And I really want to see that full trailer. I don't want to see the aliens.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm afraid of with the trailer they're gonna roll out next. I don't want to see. I don't want to see a fucking tentacle. Don't show me anything.
So what this movie's about is Amy Adams is a linguist. She specializes in languages and how languages are constructed. An alien craft lands on Earth, and she is hired to try and decipher if they are here for peace or for war. That's the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
So, definitely Close Encounters vibe to it. That one shot of the ship just sitting there and then the clouds like not going around, like the clouds are going around the ship. Like that was an amazing
its own sort of strange atmosphere around it. Yeah.
I am so on board for that movie. It's going to be great. Next up, one that we're kind of separated on. The next movie up, Bad Santa 2. We watched the Red Band trailer, so we got to see dim titties. And this movie, of course, we get back the one, the only Christina Hendricks. No, I'm joking. No.
Like,
Billy Bob Thornton. For those of you who don't know, though, Christina Hendricks is the hottest woman on the planet. But no, Billy Bob Thornton reprising his role as Bad Santa. I thought the first one was great. It's a role Billy Bob Thornton was born to play, really.
Yeah. Sling Blade and Bad Santa. That's Billy Bob.
Man, I wish he had the Sling Blade accent in Bad Santa.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah, but Kathy Bates is in this as well. She plays his mom. It's going to be interesting.
That was the one part of this trailer I liked.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really liked it. She punched him in the face and she's like... Pfft.
Is this because you're just not a fan of that lewd, vulgar sort of humor that this and Sausage Party are known for?
I guess not.
Okay. But yeah, I'll probably go and check it out. You know, I laughed a lot during the first one, so hopefully I can in this one. Yeah. They waited 14 some odd years to make it.
Like, that's
the kid grown up. That's really him.
Yeah,
which is
looks
crazy.
So innocent, and I saw his butt, and I wish I didn't.
Yeah. I say we don't really need to say anything more. We'll just move on to the final trailer.
You don't care who directed this movie?
Not really. But I do care about who directed the next one. The next movie up is The Sea of Trees. This movie stars Matthew McConaughey, Naomi Watts, and Ken Watanabe. Directed by Gus Van Sant. If you don't know who he is, he gave us such movies as Good Will Hunting and Milk, two beyond phenomenal movies.
Yeah.
And this looks like a really interesting movie. Whenever I did my initial reaction to it, I said this is either a movie that's going to be a masterpiece or it's going to fall flat on its face.
Either it's going to just be overwrought and pretentious or it's really going to nail it.
Yeah.
It reminds me, this is my favorite kind of trailer. It reminds me of like Neon Demon or something like that. Mm-hmm. Remember when we watched that first one? Where it's like, I don't know what the fuck this is about. I know what it involves and I want to see more.
Yeah.
That's definitely what this trailer was to me. And, man, it looks super good. Of course, it's looking really sad.
Yeah,
there's lots of orchestral music. The only thing this trailer was missing was like film festival award, like 7-time winner.
Yeah.
That's all it was missing to be like
Cannes Film Festival winner for best.
If you're doing like trailer bingo, that you would have got a bingo immediately on this one.
Exactly. I think that this movie, as good as the director Gus Van Sant is, this movie is going to fall or rise on the shoulders of the actors and their performances. Because the story, it's about a man who's suicidal. He goes into the woods, meets another man, and they talk about the meaning of life. So if they don't just ride home those performances, this movie's going to sink.
McConaughey's killing it lately. Yeah. I love Ken Watanabe.
Oh, he's so good.
As soon as I saw him in this movie, I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Is he another Momoa Elba Watanabe?
Maybe. He's pretty good.
The Muse. Momoa, Elba, and Watanabe. The Muse. They are my muse. But yeah, out of those 4 trailers, which one are you the most excited for? Or rank them from most anticipated to least anticipated.
I'm going to definitely go Rogue One.
Okay.
Is 1.
Yeah.
Then Sea of Trees, Arrival, and Bad Santa 2. I mean...
Okay.
Bad Santa 2 might happen if I'm at a party and I'm drinking and, you know...
Sure.
By the time it's out, my son isn't there. Oh, God, I'm going to have a son.
Man, yeah. How... do you have like a due date on that? Or
yeah, October 10th.
Wow, that's amazing, dude.
I know.
I'm going to just flip 2 of those. I'm going to go Rogue One as number 1. Mm-hmm. Then I'll put Arrival. Then I'll put The Sea of Trees, just because I do have that in the back of my mind. Man, this movie could fall flat on its face.
Yeah.
I don't feel that for Arrival. For Arrival, I'm just like, this is going to be good.
Arrival looks for all hell like it's going to deliver on what it's promising.
Yeah. And then I'll put, as you did, Bad Santa 2 at the bottom. But I'm still, I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
So, I guess I should look at my phone. It's time for the Fairbairn Forecast, where we let you know what you can go and see in theaters this week. So, you can go and see Sausage Party. You can also go and see Pete's Dragon. Like I said, surprisingly good. You can also go and see Florence Foster Jenkins, Suicide Squad, Jason Bourne, Star Trek, Ghostbusters, and Bad Moms is still in theaters.
Bad Moms?
Bad Moms. It's this. It sucked.
Okay.
It was really bad.
All right, you got it.
Yeah. You won IMDb Idiots this week.
Yeah!
Nice!
Oh my God, I want to thank the Academy. So...
You swept the floor with the competition.
Dude, fucking just practice makes perfect, you know?
Now you have to stand for the national anthem. You won gold. So
the president will be here shortly to award me my medal.
Yes, exactly. Everybody, thank you so much for watching this insanely short episode of the Flick Freaks podcast. We made it to almost half an hour. If I drag this next part out, we can make it or 30 minutes. I mean,
we could make it. Ooh, I know what to do.
Yes.
Was there anything we did not say about Stranger Things that you wanted to add from last week?
Okay, so you guys said that there was nothing wrong with this show.
I didn't say that.
Okay, well, somebody said that there was. What was wrong with? What did you have wrong with the show?
My thing was that the ending I felt was maybe it was rushed.
Okay.
But I felt that probably the last 2 or 3 episodes, my enthusiasm waned.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, every episode, as it grew, I just was more and more with it.
Yes.
I only had one complaint, and it's nitpick, really.
Okay.
So they hit everything on the nail with the 70s. The look, the title sequence, the music.
Yeah.
I just wish, and like I said, this is super nitpicky, they would have got home run if there were more practical effects. If they did CGI, go back to the 70s style of practical effects, I would have been 100% on board. John Carpenter the shit out of that thing.
Man.
If they Demogorgon if
that Demogorgon was
Demogorgon,
like, yeah, you're totally, I never even considered that. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. So, yes, the CGI was really cool, and the thing was creepy as hell.
Yeah.
But I just wish that they, John Carpenter did a little bit.
I think you're right. I think that actually, that might be part of the loss of enthusiasm for me.
Really?
By the end. But I mean, its strengths in all other departments were so strong.
11 was phenomenal. All the kids were great.
Fucking Lucas, though.
Yeah.
Little piece of shit. God damn. I was trying to be like, nah, he's like justified. And my girlfriend's like, no, fuck that kid. He's just yelling at everybody and being a little bitch. And I was like, yeah, he kind of sucks.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Can't wait for season 2.
Dude, me neither.
I have a feeling this is the show that's going to win next year's March Madness.
Yes. I think Jareth said something to that effect.
Did he really?
Yeah.
If it doesn't win, it's going to make it far as fuck.
Yes. So. Watch out, Mr. Robot.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Robot didn't win this year either. It was Daredevil that won.
Oh, that's right. It was Daredevil.
Yeah. Oh, man, I got a fly in here. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Because normally I try and keep a tidy home.
I've brought my stench with me.
We did it. We made it past half an hour. All right. If you'd like to find us on social medias, you can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Vine, Riff, Displate, Periscope, and Patreon, and now Tinder. I put Tinder on there just so we could get Tinder/FlickFreaks. But if you head to any of those social medias and you type in /FlickFreaks, you will find us. And yes, you will find us on Tinder.
What are the terms and conditions there? What if someone swipes right on us? What do we have to do?
We have you have to swipe right on them, and they have to swipe right on you.
Oh, good. So just stop. Don't use it because I don't know. We could use Jareth. He needs to get some action.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah, for Let's Plays coming up, I guess I can plug this as well. Actually, I am really excited about the game you told me about.
Death Road to Canada.
So do you mind talking about this and the possibility of some Let's Plays in the future for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Death Road to Canada is this really awesome, it's kind of set up like Oregon Trail a little bit. You're in the like a little beater driving on a highway to Canada. It's a zombie apocalypse. And it's kind of interspersed with these events where you'll find a house or you'll find a pharmacy or something like that. And you and the other survivors will go in there and kind of this action RPG beat 'em up. It's written really fun. Everything's procedurally generated, and it has custom characters. So you can go in and make custom characters, dozens and dozens of them, and make it to where that you can encounter those custom characters as you play the game. So I was very excited in playing it to maybe do a Let's Play and like make us and make other podcasters or something like that and just like and see what happens. That'd be a cool Let's Play.
How many characters can you create for the world?
I don't know. I have made like 16. So,
really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the art style right now. Sort of a top-down 2D.
Yeah,
It has a old, even kind of a, what was the game that just came out? Undertale or what am I thinking of?
Undertale does have that, but Undertale was more of like a Nintendo RPG. This is like a Super Nintendo beat 'em up type of thing.
It looks great.
It is awesome. Just boot up the title screen, and it's just joy, pure joy, blasted through your speakers.
And you were telling me it's multiplayer, so we're gonna try and get us to do a Let's Play in that.
Yeah.
Another Let's Play that we're going to record today, I'm going to record anyway, Telltale series Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 1 came out. We're going to record that for you guys. And yeah, lots of good stuff on the way.
Awesome.
All right. We will catch you guys in the next episode of the podcast and in the next video. To all you white butt boys out there, thank you so much. If you don't catch that reference, watch a video that just posted. So
yeah.
Until next time, Godspeed, 100,000 subscribers.
Subpoena in the asshole.